Uh, testing. Yeah, we're still good. Oh man, it's gonna start me off with an ad right away. The fuck?
Speak up. Until next.
Welcome. Greetings. I hope to see you again soon.
Patience, patience.
Goodbye.
Ooh, I've got to kill those guys. Okay. Oh fuck! I can't talk. I'm probably gonna have to go get a drink. That's what I keep trying to say. Well, I'm gonna ad break anyway, so I may as well do it now. First you hit them with some fire, then you hit with some more fire, then some more fire, and then some chaos fire. It's all fire. All the way down. Who's it this time? Nalak the Ripper. Got you. Oh shit. What is this? Soul stone myself really quickly. Boop. And then hopefully I can get her out of here. Ah, you bitch. It's an ability and I have to step out of it. I didn't see it. I'm bad. I'm just bad. That's that. That's it. Also, I don't have my fucking Voidwalker again, do I? You're not getting away from me that easy. Fuck stick. Oh yeah, it's a lot easier when you have your pet out. Man, who's gonna be locked in combat? Let me out, let me out.
Tell me of your travels. Hello. May the mists protect you. We must not falter. The wall must stand. We serve so others do not have to. Beware the western wind.
That dog. And he's fucking shedding right now, so I've got his hair all over. I swear I can feel it on my eyelash. It's driving me crazy.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
We gotta punch the wood again.
This test is simple. All you need to do is strike the bamboo until it breaks. To get around, you might say.
That is part of the test. Yes, to succeed, you must focus all your energy into one fist. Then, strike! Well done.
Thank you. Oh. Fuck yeah, I'm a professional. Look at that.
What is it? Yes? Mm-hmm.
We ain't got no time for fucking
What is
cinematics.
it?
Tell me of your travels.
Ah, dang, I just wasn't quick enough. Ah, there it is. Okay, found it.
Hello. May your days bring you joy.
Mm-hmm. What is it? Yes? What is it? Yes? This test is simple. All you need to do is strike the wood until it breaks. But it's too hard, you might say, huh? But it's not too hard. You are ready for this.
All right, time for some more punching. Oh, and one more. Oh wait, I had to do 4. I'm not doing another one. Fuck that. We only had the energy for 3.
Mm-hmm. Yes?
Yeah, fuck you, bird. It's my egg. Breakfast now. Oh, I'm sorry. Were those your eggs? Damn, this person's got a taste for eggs. You want a lot of eggs, a lot of different birds.
Mm-hmm. What is it? Mm-hmm. What is it? This test is simple. All you need to do is strike that stone until it breaks.
Okay.
What? That's impossible, you might say. Ah. Well, then you would be wrong.
I didn't say anything, bro.
Focus.
Just let me punch the wood.
Nothing is impossible.
Punch.
Focus.
Punch. Punch. And punch. Do we go with a fruit punch or a falcon punch? I don't know, they're both so good in their own ways.
Yes? Mm-hmm.
Welcome. Travel safe.
Pandaria conceives a great darkness.
No, not here. Not this place. I know this is, but this isn't it.
Tell no lies.
Behold the wonders of Pandaria. Slow down. Life is to be savored. May the red crane live forever in your heart.
Wow, that phasing was lame. You gonna rip me from this one too?
seem a little parched. Very well. I will need your
I
help
see what I
making-
did.
I am kidding! I am the best brewer across 3 continents. I think I can handle this part. Damn straight you can. If you wouldn't mind waiting, this might take a long time.
That did take a long time.
Hey yo, come back with some story. Sit down. Have a drink.
Huh. Looks like they're closed.
Yes, strange. This door was not here before.
Y'all think they're hiding something inside?
We will find out. Storm Stouts, open up! I have returned. And I'm here.
Guys?
Settle down, Lily. You know that I hate to be interrupted while I am knocking on doors.
Chin! It's a giant dang old hosen!
Ooh, crashing. Ooh, party.
Hosen attack! Hold on! I will break you out of those barrels. Is trouble brewing? Fine. See you on the other side.
The brewery's got a second.
Lily,
I'm going ahead to see if there's anything I can...
Where'd those other two?
Hey, old jerks.
I don't know what happens to my Void Walker. Jeez. What the fuck is up with the level of these guys? Bro. Who's hitting me so hard? What the fuck? The scaling in this game is so fucking atrocious. I've always fucking hated level scaling since the moment they added it. I think level scaling has no business being in an MMO. It completely destroys the entire integrity of what makes an MMO an MMO. Any system that makes you purposely feel weaker without any sort of gain psychologically is just worthless. Like, I don't know what was fucking me up so hard there, because I just took those guys out like no problem. I don't understand why I was getting smacked for like 11,000 fucking damage from a fucking water spout. I like the music here. This is Vale of the Eternal, no, Valley of the Four Winds. That reminds me of like Ashen Vale or something like that. Oh, well you don't. Man, Life Drain is the most useless fucking spell.
Hey. All right.
Will this put me to level 60? Yeah.
Well, hello, neighbor.
Ding.
So, stories? I travel well. Let's go smush that water varmint. Let's kick them little bubbles back out. Come in closer and help me pop this big old mess. Back into the fire. Now get over here and stop this. I can't punch through this dang old bubble.
These fucking bubbles, man.
Get over here and pop this bubble. Nice fight. Real hero-like. Y'all should check in with Leland up ahead.
You throw a fucking banana at me, bitch. Gotta kick a barrel at him. Alright, let's...
What happened? You throw barrel? Who get barrels? You're not happy about barrel on head. What happened? Chuga not happy about barrel. Chuga no can see.
Poor Juka.
Uncle Chan's waiting up ahead.
We're not done yet. I think we've done enough damage for one day. Let's meet up with the other two at the brewery's rear entrance. Ah, hey, may your journey be long.
No, I don't want that one. Get out of here.
My goods are crafted with great care.
What is it? Watch the shadows.
Deliver some dang beer.
No way. I think I just noticed something. Did the Drakthir use the same skeleton as these bugs? Because if they do, that would explain why they run so funny and they have that forward, like, shoulders are forwards and their arms swing like that, because these guys walk exactly like that, and if you sped their animation up, they'd run just like Drakthir, you would think. They've got the same legs too. That dragon style leg. Oh, that's right. And all of that is derived from the Worgen model. I forgot. That's why it looks the same. The female Worgens walk like that too. Yes, yes. It's been a long time since they introduced Worgen. To me, Morgan still feels like a... Worgen still feels like a new race, even though it was introduced back in, like, Kata. Which is so long ago now, they've come all the way back around to it in Classic, but... feels like just a couple years ago to me. Hmm. Wish there was a way for me to move to the target of target box. Or at least have it so the target of target is on top. What the fuck did I do that for? Okay. So we go like this. Simple. Hide it.
We are the sword in the shadows. Over here!
Hmm. Do I have to get off my mount, maybe? No, I was off my mount before. Find the martial arts students where?
For Pandaria!
Which river led you here?
What the irk? Look out! Scary circle!
That made me hungry.
Everything makes you hungry, Shao.
Oof.
We cannot fight like this forever. Go speak to God. Tell him we need reinforcements.
We are the Watchers on the wall. We are the soul.
All hope is not lost. What is it? You can do this.
I feel like all hope is most definitely lost.
You will need the help from that Busan beast. Yes, I believe her name is Miss Fanny.
Bro, I hate this quest so much. Just let me punch my way out quickly. Is it dead yet?
What is it? Beware the western wind.
No, why'd you fall off the stairs?
Greetings, traveler. This land detests us.
Ah, the other quest was there.
We must not falter. The wall must stand.
Fucking tree. You fucked me up. Fuck this.
We are the watchers on the wall. Move like the night.
My fucking nose is super
We
itchy
are
right
the
now.
watchers on the wall. Watch the shadows.
Oh.
Pandaria conceives a great darkness.
I have returned.
Interesting. Okay. Useless. Alright, one more sap blast should be good. Look, a whole group of you. Alright, time for turn in.
Speak, Awakener. Wind Reaver, you have awakened. What of Klaxivatic? The Empress might. What is this filth you brought to our sanctuary? Do you have something of value? The Klaxiva you sent has fallen to an adjunct of Her Majesty. This filth defeated the adjunct and saw to my awakening. We do not need help from the lesser races.
Alright, now we're hoping the bugs again.
Right away, Klaxikva. No.
Actually.
The Awakener may prove useful, one way or another. For the swarm, perhaps.
Let's see. What do we got here? Hey, how's it going, Lex Taliones? What a... Yeah, okay. I thought it's really tiny on my screen. I thought I might have read that wrong. I totally said it wrong for sure. That's just how I saw it. Correct me. Correct me and tell me how to actually say your name. I'm just gonna call you Lex from now on, though. How am I going? I'm just chilling, playing some WoW. Leveling up all my alts. Can't do that while mounted? Okay. I guess I'll find a mountain then. We'll go with the versatility shoulders. And I'm all right. Thanks for asking. Not much of a choice there. Leech or leech? Okay, let's see. So I definitely want... That's pretty good. And then that. Yo, Voldy. How's my game going? It's the same. Generic. I just level up a guy, get to level 70, buy a mount, buy another mount, then do another one, and then do the same thing. Is this game my fave? Yeah. Basically. Right now, it's my favorite game that's out. I play a lot of games. And I'm like a huge gamer. But, like, I've definitely spent more time in my life on this. I played it for like 20 years off and on, but... Yeah. I've never played a game as dedicatedly as I've played this. I'm playing a retail remix right now. It's kind of nice to have some people to chat with. I can take a couple seconds here and stop like grinding my brain on all the gear and all the gems. It's just such burnout sometimes to sit here and like gems. I really wish they wouldn't have put so many gems. I wish they would have made them into runes like they did in Classic, if they were gonna do so many like they did. Like, I feel like they could have left the prismatic gems as gems, but like all the constant sorting of like abilities and shit, like do I want the one that does a hail of meteors, or the one that does 10% health to when I slay them, or the one that does movement speed and no fall damage? It's like, I don't want to have to sort those in my inventory while also thinking about like which ones are good and which ones are bad, and compartmentalizing all that shit. Insomnia is kicking your ass. Seen you alive? Went yes. Yep. I've been I'm on my grind now. Alright, so I'm gonna throw my meta gem back in there. Where'd that go? Funeral Pyre. And then Trailblazer for the boots. Meteors. More meteors. There's some fire. Okay, throwing all these gems in here. And the way that I want to drop both of these, the shield's kind of nice. No cap. Okay, I don't care that much. Alright, so in here we're gonna throw our crit gem because we want maximized crit. And then another crit. Ooh, actually those are 220. I'm big dumb. Crit goes in here. I didn't realize these level up higher than everything else I'm wearing right now. Because when you get to level 70, they're lower than everything. So then I guess crit's going in here. Holy shit, why do I have 114%? Oh, because I got this. 14% crit. It's not that high. Needs more. More crit. It's so fucking buggy too. When you try and put more than one of the same gem in. Alright, now we just gonna sell some of our shit to this portal. Ah, there we go. We got some more damage now. What the fuck was that? Bug just came out of the sky and killed a bunch of them for me. Come on, guys. You don't want to do this. Man, I love Rain of Fire. You know,
I have just the thing, Wanderer. May your feet find good trail.
I think I'm gonna transmog my gear real quick. That's what. Oh fuck, did I level up already? Shit. Oh wait, no, I just never spent my point.
Buy, sell. The will of the galaxy is eternal. We are done. Preserve the cycle. Death from above. Leave me now. Show no mercy.
Let's see. Improved shit drain. I mean, drain life. Ooh, shiny. Great. Now we just go back. Hold on. You gotta fight this guy first. My bad. My bad. Easy. Oh, there you are.
Return. I heed the call of the galaxy.
Ta-da! Now you're an infernal. What a cool magic trick.
You seek to trade? We are done. The galaxy has called. Speak, Wakener. The will of the galaxy is eternal.
Bro, I swear that dude just called me a spickwickener, and I was like, you better watch your mouth, man. You can't be saying that shit around here. But then I realized it was just his accent. He said speak. Really had to do a double take there, though. Look at that. We have a whole crew of the Insomniacs.
Yes, Wakener. Reserve the cycle. Stand ready. The cycle is eternal. The cycle will be.
Damn, you guys have a lot of fucking requests for me. Needy bugs. Will you please go all over the planet and do 100 fucking quests for us? Thank you. Like the third time I've been back here into this circle. What does want me to do this time? Get eggs? Okay. I think I can get some eggs. Excuse me, I'm busy picking eggs, thank you. Bro, don't even get me started on the fucking stamina problems with the dragons. It's like I got this thing, and I can be like, do it, and it can fly. Forever. Forever. I could just like... And then I got this fucking thing. And it's like I got 6 fly circles, and if I use all my fly circles up, right? It's like, oh, well, I guess you're all out of fuel. Now you have to land or fly really, really slowly until you can't fly anymore. And then you have to land, and then you have to sit and wait, and you can't do anything at all. Like, the dragon flying is cool as shit, but the stamina is fucking AIDS, man. So bad. Kill you? Wonder if my drinks are cold yet. Thirsty. I hate warm drinks. You are in combat. With what? What am I in fucking combat with? What's this? And then also that. And then probably not these. Not the static charge. Righteous Spirit. Get rid of that, get rid of that, get rid of that. Facility. Purify. What's causing me to be stuck in combat, man? Reload fix it? World of Warcraft Reloaded. Looks like I just get to wander around until I get out of combat. Are you my father? Are you my father? Welcome back, Lex. Ooh, I like your little dancing dinosaur emote. It's really cute. Kind of gives me like inspiration on my own emotes. I'm still in freaking combat. What is this? Let me out. Let me out. Let me out. This is not a dance. Is that just a Twitch emote? Yeah, it is. Oh, I've never seen that one before. Maybe it's new. I haven't streamed in quite a bit, so. Hey, I finally got out of combat. Look at that. And it wants me to go down here and do what? Oh, one more of these guys. There you are. You need to die. It's okay, it'll be short. I'll be merciful. See? I didn't lie. What game do I mostly play here? This is a basically a World of Warcraft channel. I'll play like other things in here, but I tried to be like retro and variety and all that. I feel like if I'm gonna be playing World of Warcraft though, I'm gonna be spending a lot of time playing it. I really have a lot of time for other stuff in between, but you know, I might do the odd variety streams here and there. I like retro games. I like emulation and just arcadey stuff too. But yeah, mainly just World of Warcraft. I like playing like single player games once in a while. I can't sit and play them for such a long extended period of time. I don't have the attention span, and I feel like a lot of them don't have good gameplay anymore. A lot of single player games only have... Is this one under the water? I find that a lot of single player games have this issue with being like a movie and being too focused on being like visually appealing and visual fidelity, graphical fidelity, and like the gameplay is not there. And I feel like it's kind of misleading because it's being called a video game, not like... It'd be different if you marketed it as like an interactive movie, right? Same with sports games. I feel like a lot of the time sports games are so competitive, or like esports games, they're not games either, because a game is supposed to be fun. And so in my eyes, when you have something that needs to be fun policed to keep it so competitively balanced... I can't find where this fucking guy is. to keep it so competitively balanced for the players, then it's not a game. It's a sport. It's a lot more serious than what a game is in my eyes. Is he underneath? Is he in a hole in the ground? Or is he in a cave over here? Ah, yes. This one always fucks with me. Have I ever played COD? Yeah, I've been playing COD since Call of Duty Modern Warfare. Like the OG Modern Warfare back in like 2006 or whatever it was. I quit playing about Black Ops 2. No. That's a lie. I played till Advanced Warfare. And then I played a little bit of like the new Modern Warfare when it came out with the Warzone and shit. But I was like, nah, it's too arcadey now for me. That's how you feel about games lately? Made you go back to RPGs, to be honest? It's not a sustainable model for gaming. And I feel like gaming itself has been kind of appropriated by a group of people that aren't really interested in the gaming part of gaming. They're interested in everything else. And they just want to be included. Like, because like back in the day, games were for nerds. And so when all the nerds had something and got really popular, everyone was like, oh man, why is this so popular? I want on that bandwagon too. And they're not nerds. So then how do you make something that was popular for nerds appeal to people who aren't nerds? Well, you change it. Right? And I feel like that's what's happened to the whole industry because gaming blew up. And when gaming blew up, everybody wants on that gaming bandwagon. And so now the industry itself has appropriated gaming to be a vessel to sell people shit rather than to make games for gamers by gamers like it used to be. Do I have a Discord so we can add each other? I have a Discord, but it is it's a subscriber only Discord. It's nothing like major or special. I don't really have it set up yet, but I'm willing to join somebody else's Discord. If you've got one, I can join and we can talk, or you can add me if you want on a friends list. And not shit like you. What do you mean shit like you? Why would you be shit? I'm so fucking stupid. Like, how did I not get that? Like, whoosh, right over my fucking head, man. Yeah, I didn't. I'm so desensitized to his name being Poopy that I don't even think of it as Poop anymore. It'd be like if you had a friend and his name was Poop. Like, after so many years of knowing him, I wouldn't think of him as Poop anymore. I wouldn't like, haha, it's like Poop. But just be, yeah, that's his name. His name's Poop. What about it? Like... Oh damn, we got an ad break. Sorry everybody. What the fuck? What the hell just happened there? Why did my... Give me 1 second. I don't know what the hell happened there. I don't even have my stream elements bot on, so I don't know. Valid? I don't know what you even said, bro. I mean, it must have been really messed up for it to trigger the fucking chat command. I mean, the chat bot. Like, I don't have any spam filters or banned words on. Oh. Hold on, I do have paragraph protection on. Is that what you did? You just put a paragraph down and it hit you with the paragraph protection? Okay, I see. Yeah. Let me shut that off. I don't need that. There you go. It should work now. You should be able to fucking type anything without getting all your messages deleted by the overzealous chat bot. Boom. Oh, you were having the brain fog. Every time you enter a new door frame, then it causes your brain to reset. I remember I was watching a YouTube video when I was going down like YouTube rabbit holes back in the day about that, and how like there's a theory or a study on when you walk through a door frame, how your brain resets a little bit, sometimes completely, like it's like it loads the room that you walk into, right? It's like you go from like the kitchen to the bathroom, and it's like, okay, now I'm in a bathroom, so it's like loading the reference of the bathroom in your mind. And it's like sometimes when you walk out of a door frame and that happens, it causes you to forget what the fuck you walked into the room for. So then you like go back to where you did, and it reloads the last thing you did in your brain. I'm like watching this video like, damn, I wonder how much basis there is to that, because that's literally how it feels when it happens to me. And then they went on to start talking about like that's the same reason why a lot of people will open up like the fridge constantly. It's just like when you open the fridge, it's kind of like this, you're like reloading your brain. You're like, like, man, if that's true, people are weird as fuck. Our brains love making patterns? Absolutely. Especially certain brains. Certain brains are definitely more attuned to pattern recognition and stuff than other brains. I know mine is. I feel like if I didn't have pattern recognition, I wouldn't have anything at all in life. It's the only thing that's gotten me anything. Any kind of like smart sort of bet or hedge that I've made in life has always been based off pattern recognition that other people just aren't catching on to or refuse to pay attention to because of ego. It's a big thing. A lot of people will forego patterns that are obvious to them because it hurts their ego. Good example is that is weight gain. People are like, oh yeah, I know I eat these bad things every single day and I'm gaining weight, therefore the pattern says I'm gaining weight. But I can't admit that because it hurts my ego, and it says that it's not genetics, it's not me being lazy, it's something else, you know? That's the wrong mount. Oops. You know, something that kind of annoys me about modern retail WoW is you have a lot of flavor abilities that are totally fucking pointless and useless. And it's like you always had useless abilities back in the day that no one ever really used, but like you still could. Here's a good example. fuck is it? This Eye of Kilrog, right? You've always had Eye of Kilrog. And all it does is summons a fucking eye, and you become the eye. And for however many seconds, you can float around, and you can use it to like spy on people. It's like useful in PvP in certain situations, and you want to like scope out where are they hiding with the flag. Oh, I'll take my eye and go up here and see where they're hiding. And like that's literally the only purpose. And so you have another ability. This ability is called Underwater Breathing, or Unending Breath, whatever. It allows you to go underwater, swim faster, whatever. But I've got an underwater mount, so it nullifies the swim speed. And anytime you do a quest underwater, it gives you underwater breathing. So it nullifies the point of having the fucking ability at all. At all. It literally is like the ability is just there to make you feel good. Just to be like, oh, you got an ability. You see? It does something. It doesn't do anything important, but it does something. Like, that's the stupidest, dumb, wasteful feeling. I hate that shit. I hate redundancy. Like, at least back in the day, it had a use, because you'd have underwater quests, and characters that didn't have it would either ask you for the buff or have a harder time completing the quest, and it was just how it was. You had advantages and disadvantages in the choice of character you made. And I feel like, with the way World of Warcraft is now, it's kind of caught in between two worlds, because it's like half Final Fantasy XIV and half how WoW used to be. They're trying to hold on to the character identity while at the same time trying to homogenize everything into one thing. And so I feel like they should be at a point where you do it like how you do it in Final Fantasy XIV. You should be doing it where you have just like one character that can switch between different classes. Like, instead of having to have a different character for each fucking class, you have one character and then each class can level up individually on its own and you can just switch between them. I think another reason why that would be important is because it'll stop people from burning out. Let's say if we want to have all the different classes, okay? That means you need to make 13 different characters and level 13 different characters up. By the time you're done leveling up 13 characters, the burnout you're going to feel after playing the same content over and over 13 times mindlessly, you're going to be like, you know, maybe I don't even want to play WoW anymore. So you're creating a situation of burnout that you can avoid by just changing the system. And I don't know how much in World of Warcraft it comes down to, like, is it worth it? Because, like, what are they planning to change? Where are they planning to go with it in 5 to 10 years, right? Like, it's 2 decades old now. Realistically, the game's 20 years old. So how much longer do we plan on having World of Warcraft around in its state? I think that they should, and probably are realistically, focusing on, like, a WoW 2. I think the reason we have so many different modes right now, with all these different, you have like retail, which is the main mode, and then you have classic, which is like just your old school mode, and you have season of discovery, which is your old school mode with like different little tweaks and changes made to make it more quality of life, to try out things that were never tried before that they wanted to try, like shaman tanks and stuff. You have this, which is Remix, and Remix is all about speed and alt leveling, and it just feels like a whole bunch of different experimental testing on how can we try different alternative currencies, different ways to get people geared up, different ways to this, that, and whatever with different classes and specs. And I feel like you're only going to do that if you want the data. And you only want the data if you're working it towards something. And so that's a big reason why I feel like they are working towards like a WoW 2 sort of like MMO. They'll do these 3, and the timing lines up pretty well too. They'll do these 3 expansions. So we have one coming out this year. It's 20th anniversary this year. And then let's say you have one that comes out every 2.5 years. And that means the third one will come out on the 25th anniversary, which is perfect time for them to announce that 25 years of a WoW 2, right? Or if each expansion only lasts 2 years, then it'll come out a year before their 25th anniversary, the last expansion, and it'll give them a year to announce and then release WoW 2 or even Warcraft 4 if they do that, because you know a lot of people have been talking about Warcraft 4 for a long time. I don't see them doing a Warcraft 4. RTSs are like a really dead like genre. Nobody plays RTS games anymore. Nobody makes RTS games anymore. Problem is, with any money decision-making authorities view any changes as a gamble. Yeah, that's absolutely true. That's my biggest problem with like investors and publicly traded stuff, is that it creates a unrealistic, unsustainable expectation for the product, and that is for it to always make more money than it did the year before. Like, that's not logically realistic. You can't have every company on the stock market every year making more money than it did last year. On paper, that's a perfect world. That's what every investor wants. No one wants to invest or purposely invest in a company that thinks going to lose money or wants to lose money. And no company goes, hey, fuck these investors, let's purposely lose some money. But like, the reality is it's not sustainable. Things need to die. Companies need to get so big that they have to split up and die. Like, that's just like, it's like people. People can't live forever. What would happen if people lived forever and didn't die? Well, then we just have people piling up forever. It would just create a problem. And it's like, it's very, very deep. I get very deep in that subject, but like, I'm a firm believer that investment itself is a big core issue as to why our world is the way it is now. That's the test of time, to be able to adapt to the challenges of the world. I don't even think it's just that. I think it's to be able to accept things too. Like, accept when your times come, accept the reality of things, accept that sometimes things that get too big need to die. It's healthier for everyone. But, you know, greed takes that over. Greed says, fuck everyone else, fuck the health of the world or the economy or anything. I care only about me and my profits, and that's it. I think that's why you have such problems with like McDonald's too. McDonald's is like getting way too big for their britches. Everything's getting way too expensive. They don't know what their identity was anymore. They're still cheap, nasty food, but they're trying to be something they're not.
Yes, waking up.
And like, that comes down to investors, right? In reality, if McDonald's was like, look, sit down at this table and say to the investors, we can't raise our prices because people won't buy our burgers, because we can't afford to increase the quality of the burgers, we'll change our recipe, we'll alienate customers. We also can't afford to pay our employees any less. So the only option for us is to stagnate. Well, then if they sit down and say that to investors, the investors are going to be like, okay, well, we're pulling out money and you're just going to lose overall profits. A non-greedy company that's had billions and hundreds of billions, if not trillions of dollars of profit will go, okay, so our time has come. You know, just like an old person who's on, it's like 90, 95, 100. They're like, you have cancer, you've got fucking scoliosis of the spine, you've got all these things, and it's probably better that you just take, you know, your end of life suggestion, whatever. It gets to a point where it becomes unsustainable to support anything. And like, you've got companies that are like that too. They get bailed out by the government, and it's like, you should just let them die. You should let them keel under their own fucking weight. Because if it's such a desirable product, somebody else will come and they will do it. And when someone does something new and fresh, you get to start from the bottom. You don't have to deal with employees that have had their wages stacked up for decades, or, you know, products that have had constant wage increases and wage increases and wage increases on the prices. You can reset with a new burger company that replaced McDonald's as the new hype chain. It's like, our society doesn't do that. Our society gets stuck on everything now. It's like, look at it. Everything we have has existed for 30 plus fucking years. We don't have new IPs. We don't have new restaurants. We don't have new brands of clothes. We don't. It doesn't exist anymore. It's very far and few between. Like, the ones we do get, they don't blow up. They don't get big. They only get big if they're like pushed by some big corporation or like a celebrity. Right? You get like Yeezys, but Yeezys are just like a sub-brand of the Kanye brand. It's not its own thing in a way. And that's kind of like that mentality that the Kardashians thought up back in the day too, was this whole like, turn yourself into a brand. So deadass listen to a podcast of you talking these points. Yeah, we haven't really moved forward at all. No, we've just, you know, everything's been sitting still for the last 20 years because it makes them money. And I feel like consumers are confused because they're angry about it, but they don't understand why or that they're angry about it. All they know is that there's something just not right and they can feel it, and it creates this like unrest. But people still feed into it. They still go and they buy their shit food and their shit fucking phones every year, even though they know that it's a waste of money and a waste of time and they could be best to get into something better. And I think slowly people are waking up. I think slowly people are getting really sick of just like living Groundhog's Day. essentially. If you guys have ever seen that movie, great fucking movie, by the way. If you've never seen it, I recommend it. Falls back into ego as well. Everything falls into ego. That's my biggest viewpoint in the world, is like, I'm not against ego, but we live in a world that is way far and beyond embraced ego past a line that's appropriate. Ego and pride have really done a number on our fucking society lately. One of Bill Murray's finest? Absolutely one of Bill Murray's finest. I love Bill Murray too. I mean, he doesn't really make bad movies, but he never made amazing movies. He came from an era where there was just a different expectation and standard from people watching movies. I was kind of talking about this with my wife today too, actually, because we were talking about like Lord of the Rings and older movies, even TV shows, and like people today are more interested in nitpicking and picking apart details of things that aren't even real than they are about reality. So like, for example, you can get into like anything that you want to call a conspiracy theory, or you know, you can get into details of stuff like the stock market, or you can get into details of like politics in schools and gun laws, and people are always just like, oh yeah, what about it? But then it's like, you'll sit there and listen to these same people tell you how like they know every single detail about how to speak Elvish in Lord of the Rings, and it's like, but how does that help you in life? Why do you care to spend more time to learn the details of something that doesn't fucking matter than to learn something of the world that actually affects you, right? Like, that boggles my mind. And it's very common. You'll have people that are like, I know every detail of every place and location in World of Warcraft, and how to get every piece of gear, and how to get every fucking achievement, and how to do all these things, but I could care less about like anybody, like the names of the people in Congress, or who I'm voting for this week in fucking my city for mayor, or like, nope, don't care about that. I only care about learning a bunch of bullshit in a video game and memorizing that and nitpicking that. And people get into arguments on Twitter about like, oh man, would Spider-Man have earrings or would he not have earrings because the writers said in a comic book 14 years ago this or that or whatever. But like, no one gets into that much detail about real life. No one wants to sit there and get into the nitty-gritty about details of like, oh yeah, well what about Jeffrey Epstein when he said that to this person, and the details of that to this person and brought this person there. Like, oh, I don't want to talk about that. I don't want to talk about politics. Okay, man. Like, it's an intentional ignorance. There's a very heavy intentional ignorance that's going on in the world. People just don't want to think. They don't want to be critical thinkers. That's not everybody, by the way. I'm just saying it's a very, you can see there's a shift that it's a majority of people now. It used to kind of just be like the stupid minority was like that. And those are typically the people that would fall through the cracks and end up becoming homeless, living on the street, becoming crackheads. It's like we live in a backward society now where it's like the people who do drugs and are wastoids get fucking put on pedestals, especially when they clean their act up. And I don't have any problem with people cleaning up their act. I can't find any of these jars, man. I never can anytime I do this quest. I don't have a problem with people cleaning up their act. What I have a problem with is people giving people who clean up their act props, when people who don't clean up their act, or never had to clean up their act, don't get props for it. Because in my eyes, it takes a certain amount of willpower and discipline for a person to never become a drug addict to begin with. Because you don't know a person's story. You don't know what kind of problems and troubles those persons have been through. And not everybody who is a drug addict has had a really rough life. Some people are just really weak-willed. And some people who have had really rough lives still never broke. They still never became alcoholics. They still help other people. They never became drug addicts. And those people don't get props. And it pisses me off because I see people who spent 14 years of their life being total fucking shits, ruining other people's lives, drunk driving, killing other people, completely being wastoids, and then they spend like 6 months to a year being clean and everyone's riding their dick like, oh, you're such a good person. And meanwhile, the people that are actually spending their entire lives being good people get nothing from society. I believe in meritocracy, and it's like we very much don't live in a meritocracy anymore. Incredibility, integrity, all the integra words. People who ask those questions tend to be lawyers. Yeah, more often than not. Honestly, I think the biggest point it boils down to is our society is bored. That's it. There's no real problems, so we create like actual problems. Like there are real problems, but there's no. You compare our society now to our society 30 years ago, 50 years ago, 80 years ago, 100 years ago. Like we don't have any of the major problems that did that. We don't have shit like the Berlin Wall. We don't have the Tiananmen Square. We don't have the fucking any of that bullshit going on. So it's like we're creating problems to feel like activists when there's no activist cause, and it's creating this like whole ego trip. People aren't enjoying their lives and just living them. Everyone's trying to one up each other and be like a white knight or find an importance or find some sort of significance when they don't have it. I know, I do. I hate not feeling like I have any sort of significance in the world. But I'm not going to go out there and make other people feel like they shouldn't exist or they're a problem because I don't have any significance, so now I need to create like a fucking cause to fight against. There are legitimate causes to fight against, and then there's causes that don't affect you at all, and they really have there's like, you know, people just like to go wow 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 about something that has nothing to do about them, no one that they know, and they just want to be a voice to be heard, you know, just for clout. Everyone's a main character. Yeah, everyone, but everyone that I'm talking about. Everyone's a main character, and honestly, ironically, those people are more NPC than anyone else. All the NPCs are trying to be main characters. You like meritocracies, however, I'm not saying it's a good idea. Just there's work. Well, you get weirdos that get too extreme, then it's not a meritocracy. It's the same as you get weirdos that are too extreme on the other end, and they fucking don't want to take anybody that has any merit. That's the problem, is it's the extremists. It's not the meritocracy that's the problem. In either which way, it's the extremists that's the problem. In everything. You go to politics, and it's like the left and the right. It's the extremists on the left and the right that are the problem, not the people that are slightly left that also have right-leaning thoughts, or the people that are slightly right that have left-leaning thoughts. It's always the extremists that are the problem. Problem is the extremists are the ones with the big fucking mouths, and they're the ones with the platforms that everybody listens to now. Let's go, bug boy. You're gonna get attacked right here. You're gonna get jumped. Come on, jump them, jump them. There they are. Let's go. Well, it's not like that's a new thing. No, it's not like that's a new thing at all. Extremism's been fucking as old as humans. It's literally as old as the human fucking condition is. Since we could pick up a bat and smack each other in the head as cavemen and be like, this is my fucking cave. It's pretty fucking extreme, man. You could have probably just talked it out or made a deal, you know, but nope.
Yes, Wakener.
You're both Scottish? Wow. Man, I might just be Scottish. You never know. Nah. Good old bonk. Every time I hear bonk, I think of Diablo for some reason. I don't... Diablo 2 specifically. I never had a character named Bonk. There's no like sound effect as the bonk sound effect. But every time I think of bonk, I get a picture of just the wooden club from Diablo 2. Like it bonk. We did it. Oh. This guy's a fuck around, I guess.
Preserve the cycle. The will of the galaxy is eternal.
Oh, I leveled up again. I didn't even notice. I guess we'll go with Soul Leech. I don't like half of these fucking abilities. I'm just filling shit in because it's like, man, I've already filled in all the stuff that I want. I gotta get turtle stuff. Okay, hold on. Come on, turtles. You're a Highlander, steward of Appin. Sank 20% of Alba's GDP into taking a bunch of northern climate adopted Scots and put them in the middle of the most inhospitable region in entire Americas. As a result, every Highland clan got expelled. That's getting off lightly. See, I was always under the understanding that there can only be one Highlander. Come on, Kovac. Let's get you some more turtle meat. You give people dirty looks when they say that to you? Good. In that case, I'm gonna say it more. You don't like the movie? You're not a big fan? Not because you're resentful, but because of the unique position of being valid to do so. Ah, I see. You're like, just because I can. Oh, fuck, man. What? I mean, I know I fought a group of guys, but I feel like I shouldn't have died that fast. Really. You'd like to do more digging into your lineage? I don't want to do any digging into my lineage. That's just a big note. Maybe if I have a fucking pet tank with. I'm gonna find out that my dad was a gypsy and my mom was a whore. Or something like that. I would just rather not. Go, Voidwalker, kill yourself. Or me. Yeah, what now, buddy? Your gang's gone. Now you're gonna get fucked up. Gang, gang. Do 'em in. Bro, I totally forgot I have all this shit to make myself bigger and stronger. Harder, better, faster, stronger. Most expatriated Scots you'll most Oh, you'll find most likely from one of the waves of immigration that came well after the Sassenach. Did I say it right? Sassenach? Sassenach? Is it like a sh? Oh, hold on. I'm on an ad break. Again. I wish it would pop up over here. I don't like it down there. I only notice it after I go to look at the chat. Both are technically correct? Okay, cool. I've always hated saying things and sounding like an imbecile while I'm saying them. It's like walking up to someone and being like, "Hi, would you like some Worcestershire sauce?" Shit like that. Saxonac. Okay, I see. Saxonac. That makes sense. I honestly felt like there was something on at the middle of the word because I know enough about different dialects and languages that when I see certain words in certain languages, my brain's automatically like, nah, it's a tricky thing, isn't it? I don't even know why. I've just picked it up over years of like learning different stuff from languages and shit. It's not like I purposely went out of my way. Again, that's the pattern recognition, I think. I wonder if turtle steak is any good. Scotscale doesn't anglicize well, neither does Hebrew for that matter. Yeah, neither does anything from that side of the world apparently. Russian doesn't really anglicize that well a lot of the time. A lot of your like Middle Eastern languages really don't anglicize well. Greek doesn't really even anglicize well. Like there's a lot of and hard and rolly. Actually, obviously similar to Hebrew, but Hebrew is obviously a lot more into that. My father spoke Greek at home, and there were certain words where I'm like, how do you even fucking say that? Or like a lot of things are like ng, but the nya sound, sort of. Like Japanese is like that. I think it's Japanese or Chinese with like inguen is when, and guen when. It's like you have to say the n and then when. Those little tricky things. I picked up so many of them in my life. I like those though. I think they're quirky and cool. Like some people are like, oh, go to our country, you can't speak our language, whatever. But I'm like, that's not what bothers me about unfettered immigration. It's the fucking unfettered immigration part that bothers me. Not like where people are coming from or that people are coming at all. Again, it's like, remember I said something about being a meritocracy? It is the quality of the people that they let in that I have the issue with. Australia was doing it right for a long time, where they were like basically not letting immigration in unless you were really someone that could contribute to their society. And you had a good job and you had a career already, and you weren't coming there to just try and suck something from the society and then leave. Like, even if I was an Australian and there was Canadians trying to come to Australia, I'd be like, fuck Canadians. It's like not racist at that point at all. I mean, I guess it kind of is if you count Canadian as a race, but it's not. It's a nationality and that's it. So it's like, I think automatically attributing people who have problems with immigration to being racist isn't right, because there's a lot of valid problems immigration brings that people just automatically like invalidate by doing that. You love making exotic sounds, like when you speak Scottish, you roll your hard R's every time, not because you have the accent, but because it's fun. I love rolling R's. I used to do it all the time as a kid. I was really good at it too. I could do it from like... Honestly, I think I'm one of the first children that I knew that could roll your R's. I was like 3 or 4 and I was like... I can't do it right now. As if it just failed. I was like... Wow, how's it going? You know? And like all the other kids would be like, how do you do that? I think it's, you know, I come from a European background, like I said, so you have some of that R rolly. You have it in French a little bit, and you have it in Greek a decent amount. Canadians are a different race, everyone else is human. I agree. Canadians are fucking aliens, man. Get me out of here. I'm Canadian by nationality, not by race. Trust me. And last stake. Be done. Now we're gonna go fight this oracle. Ooh, shiny. I got a whole 22 bronze. Nice try, pal. Rolling graphs around the rural rolls. That's such a... The rural rolls. Why rolls? What's a rural roll? You should change it to rural royals. It would be even harder and fucky to say. Rolling graphs around the rural royals. Like roiling sea. A roll is a hill. See, that's what I thought. A roll is a hill. So I'm picturing like, how is there like rafts rolling over hills? Isn't a raft go in water? I'm just picturing like a guy sailing a raft over like these big green hills in Ireland, drunk as fuck. Like, I don't need water. If you're Scottish, you can make a raft anywhere. Like I said Ireland, but I totally fucked up. I fixed it. I said Scottish after, but like, man, being like neither of those, you tend to get them mixed up a lot. And I know that that's a big no-no because like they're not the same at all. It's like saying that like Palestinians and Israelis are the same. Israelis aren't like, they're just Jewish. Like, it's so wrong and ignorant. And I hate it every time I make that mistake. Honestly, I feel dumb as fuck. I feel dumb because I know the difference. And so I'm like, come on, brain, why do you gotta look dumb? Why do you gotta look ignorant? So your cousin vote, the Scots originated from the Elray? Yeah. I just know that there's, I've said it to people before and people get really heated. They're like, I'm not Irish, I'm Scottish. Just because we both have red hair and an accent doesn't mean we're the same. And I'm like, okay, you know? And I get it, I'd be the same way if someone was like, oh, what? You're like, well, actually, I've seen it myself with Macedonians and Greeks, and people are like, oh, it's the same. And then my father and his friend who's Macedonian sit there and like, you don't even know, it's not even close to the same. I'm gonna grab a drink. Gummy worms? Sure. I fucking love trolley brand. I've honestly really not been enjoying candy for a while here. I feel like all the brands are just become shit. They replaced a lot of their ingredients and they just taste nasty now. And the gummy candy is too gummy and chewy. And like Trolley is one of the few brands that still tastes like candy used to taste. Oddly enough, at first I thought I was like, ah, maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm just getting older. Maybe my tongue's just tasting. But then I have one of these and I'm like, well, this tastes exactly like how I remember candy tasting. So it can't be just me. It's gotta be the fucking candy that's changing. But they gaslight you when you go on their websites and it's like, we haven't changed anything. It's the exact same taste. Like, fuck you, it is. I hate when corporations try and gaslight you. I mean, I hate when anyone tries to gaslight you. The corporations is the worst because it's like, give us your money and then we're also going to fuck you and lie to you. And it's like, well, no. Why would I give you your money for you to treat me like shit? I don't like being treated like an idiot. So why would I want to give someone money to treat me like I'm a fucking idiot? You can keep your rock. Keep your wet rock. And I don't know what it was with fucking Europeans and rocks, but you have like big wet rock, you got your fucking stone suit, you've got Plymouth Rock that you found when you got here. You're like, we like rocks. You got rock and roll. We need to get some of these fragments of the relic. And then this one. You got really faced out on a tangent. No, it's okay. I was just reading it as you were going. Sometimes when it's like a really, really long like discussion, I'll just read it without actually reading it out loud because I get tongue-tied and it's just like a lot to focus on while I'm playing. But I'm reading it. If you ever put like large paragraphs there, don't think I'm ignoring it because I'm not. And yeah, I get the same way too. Like when I'm sitting here talking about stuff, like I was discussing stuff like maybe 15 minutes ago, I'll kind of stop looking at chat 5 minutes at a time or like 3 minutes at a time because I'm like kind of just running through my head, my thoughts and stuff. I got to work on that though. I feel like it's definitely a lot more healthy to be able to speak, but at the same time also like be able to still be aware of what's going on outside of your thoughts in your head. Because it's like, imagine you're having an argument with somebody, you're trying to get your points conveyed in an articulate way. You're doing that, but at the same time, you're completely ignoring any points that person's making because you're not focused on anything outside of your own head, right? It's like, that's a big reason why I try to stay focused, even if I'm having a discussion, and remember to always, like, pay attention to what's going on other than just my own thoughts and my own voice and my own words. I cannot find this hole. Do you think it's mature to retreat a little back into your head to consider things? Well, it can be for sure. I just think spending your whole time in your head is the issue, is what I was saying there. Like, not being able to get out of your head. There's a difference between retreating into your head like that, like you're saying, and like being stuck in your head, trapped there. If you get what I'm saying. Like for me, it's much more like that. But like, I do a lot of self-reflecting. So like, once I became aware of that, I'm like, oh damn, I should really try and like curb that, basically. Yo, we got the homie up in here helping us whoop this guy's ass. Ooh, I got another talent point. I like talent points. Talent points make me feel like I have talent. More quests? Man, you bugs. You just need. Holy shit, that's a lot of fucking chests. Maybe I should open them up. Or not. It's my mastery. What? They just deal increased damage and then a random extra amount of damage up to double that amount. That's actually fucking dope. Mastery is really good on this character. Mastery is good on my fucking warrior. So my warrior, his mastery is you deal whatever. If my mastery is 80%, then I'll deal 80% more damage while I'm enraged. But because of this remix, it's like your character's busted and you have like super OP stats. So like my character, my warrior, he's just always enraged. And so since he's always enraged, he just always has he has like 120% mastery. So he just always has 120% damage boost. Oh, I'm gonna die. Oh wait, I forgot. I put on that gem. Man, I really don't want to do my gems right now. I'm just gonna open all my boxes. He's always enraged. Oh, so he's from Toronto. Yeah, basically. Gloves. Actually, we'll do it from up here. it's still fucking putting up more notifications. Look at all my boots. Then belt. Oh, fuck. Hat. Pants. Pants. Gloves. Garbage. Bracers. Gems. Weapons. Garbage. Okay. Alright. $248. Haste, mastery. We're going with mastery for sure. $262. Speed. Guess that's what you get. 248, 262. Looks like 262. So then we got avoidance. Haste. Okay, I'll take that. Okay, now we saw all the things. You want to know a fun fact about Toronto? Yeah, okay. I just had to double check my fact before I said it. So, Toronto has more cranes in Toronto alone than all of the cranes combined in all of the top 10 US cities when it comes to construction. So, if you take the top 10 US cities, which by the way, your cities have on average 10 times the population our cities do. If you take your top 10 cities that are growing the fastest construction wise, that have the most cranes in operation, you combine, we still have more cranes in our one city than you do. Fucking insane. We don't build houses in Canada anymore. We only build skyscrapers and like condos. There's a reason we don't cram our cities with cranes. So yeah, I know. I'm not saying it's a good thing. I'm not bragging about it, man. I'm saying that it's an issue. Like, us having that many cranes with such a small population is a sign of a bigger issue that we have. To me, what it signals is a misappropriation of our assets that we have, you know, and our resources by the people that control our society. Right. Funeral pyre. Put in our little runny boot thing. Where is it? Trailblazer. Alright, fire. More fire. Where's the extra fire? Oh, hold on. Abilities, attacks. I don't want that. That's only for physical attacks. And so is this, isn't it? Melee abilities. Some of this, a little bit of that, a little bit of one of these. Whoa. Come on there, pal. Just one gust of wind, clang, boom, crush, clang, boom, crush, rinse and repeat. However, this multi-million-dollar chain domino structure goes. See, you think that, but the fact that I'm a certified crane operator myself. I've done it as a career. Cranes are built to withstand extremely high winds. In fact, that's why when they're windy, you see them spinning around, is because if they didn't spin freely, then they would do exactly like you said and topple over because the wind would push them, right? But physics says if it can move, if it can spin, then when the wind blows on it, it will just move instead of getting pushed over. And so like when you see cranes go down in cities like that, it's because someone put the locks on or they weren't maintained properly and they jammed. Very rarely will you see a crane come down to winds when it's functioning properly. I'm not even gonna lie to you, being a crane operator is one of the coolest fucking jobs in the world. However cool you, like, if you think it seems like a cool job, it's cooler than you think it really is. It's a little terrifying, but it's fucking cool, man. Oh, those aren't tinker slots, my bad. Those are the tinker slots. Something about being able to just like lift up and put down things that are unfathomably heavy just feels really satisfying, man. It feels really satisfying to just be able to like nonchalantly with your hand in one pocket pick up something with a button into the air and carry it across a shop, or you know, lift it across the job site with like just your hand, and the thing is like 50 tons. You know, it's like a tank. It's so cool. That's the only one axis that moves, relieves the stress. It doesn't negate it. Well, no, it does negate it. That's what I'm saying. Unless the winds are so ridiculously high that it would cause the entire vertical column to fall down, right? It redirects it's like, what is it, Newton's first law? What is it? The conservation of motion. Yeah, every object that remains at rest in uniform motion in a straight line unless compelled to change in its state, right? So when the wind blows, all the force, 100% of it will go into the spinning of the crane. So as long as that force is moving in a way that it's intended and designed to move, there's nothing, it will work. It'll just spin, right? So, and as long as that vertical column doesn't have an exceeding force pushing directly onto it of wind, which is to blow that vertical column down by itself, you'd have to have like a tornado level wind to hit it, or a hurricane level wind to hit it. You wouldn't just get a gust of wind that would blow it down, or else like you'd never have anything vertical stand ever. You'd love to be a construction demolitionist? I wouldn't. There's only one reason why. Because I feel like if I became a construction demolitionist, it would only feed into fucking the conspiracy theories that I believe into even worse. I'd be like, man, the things that I learned being a construction demolitionist, now I really question everything. Before, I was like, I'm not a professional, so I can't really say. But like, once I become a professional, then I can actually fucking say. And that just makes things so much worse for me. So much worse. But you're right, I'd really like to do that as a job. It is a cool job. You are talking about the extremes because they're funnier to imagine. But yeah, I mean, if you're talking about the extremes, nothing, like everything fails in the extremes. We don't live in extremes though. Most of our reality is in non-extremes, which is funny because we're a very tiny fragment of the universe that's like that. The whole universe is very fucking extreme. Terrifyingly extreme, I'd say. We're in a tiny little bubble of non-extremity here on Earth. Protected. Nice and safe. Do I want to super leech? Super leech, super leech, it's super leechy. Like the fruit. Man, this fucking buggy ass shit. Having to put gems in 3 fucking times every time I put. This is another reason why I don't like gemming, because it's like I have to fuck around every time I put them in. Look, this one, it didn't even. It did it there too. I put it in, I clicked. Oh, man. Fuck my life. Versatility, sure. Yeah. Okay. Oh, no, it's that one too. Okay. So you get versatility. You get versatility. You get versatility. You all get versatility.
I have many, many wares. Good fortune to our friends.
I kind of want to make a new transmog outfit. We'll call this one 2. Start with some shoulders. Purple shoulders. I don't want to do fiery again. What about green? Green would be kind of cool. Do I have any cool green shit? I don't want to wear that dumb fucking helmet that matches this. I don't really have anything cool that's green. I need to get some cooler Warlock gear. That's what I need to do. We got a cool purple helmet. No, that's kind of dumb. It's kind of cool. It's a spider. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. It's a spider, that's for sure. This one. I think the mouth going like that kills. If the mouth would just sit open, it'd be fine. That the constant animation on the mouth looks fucking big. Man, I don't like that at all. I don't like it at all, man. Well, this just some goopy tentacles hanging out the front. Kind of funky. It'd be like a Plague Doctor sort of look. And then we can go with like sure. Ooh, yeah. And for the belt, that's kind of alright. I don't have any cloth belt. Oh, because I see. I haven't done anything as a clothy since like fucking Battle for Azeroth. There. Lightning. Purple lightning. The boots. We'll go with some boots that have... Ooh. I got clogs. I like them. It looks so bad. I can't. I literally can't. I don't know why I was just... It's ridiculous to me. Ah, that's good. Okay. And then the staff. The staff can be... It has a snooty. Make it all goopified and name it Gwyneth Paltrow. If I had a green set, I would use this fucking staff. It's pretty cool. But I don't have a green set, so. This one's alright. I just don't like using the legging. It's too late. My brain wants to mix two words together now. The legendaries. Because these ones are like artifact legendaries and they're just handed to you. Everybody has them. So they're not unique at all. They just kind of look kind of cool. That looks kind of funky, but it doesn't look like a Warlock staff. It looks like a mage staff 100%. I think this is probably the best one for that one. That one? I wish when I used this that it actually let me transform into my dragon. Pisses me off that I can only do that on the one character. Ooh. I've got the cephalopod staff. Yeah, I'm gonna go with... Where'd it go? This one. I will put a purple one on. There we go. Save that. Hold on. Change the cloak. Oh, the cloak's fine, I think. No, that looks sick, actually. I like that cloak.
Good fortune to all friends of the Grummels.
Nice. Okay, okay, okay. Alright, everybody. It's getting late here. It's like 3:30 in the morning. Getting a little tired. So, I think it's about that time. Sounds like a pretty useless staff outside of the deep ocean, not gonna lie. Yeah, it's funky though. It's like... Right? It makes that squishy, icky sound. Give you guys a little bit ASMR. Alright, everybody. Thanks for hanging out. It was fun. And, GFL. And, I'll be live again tomorrow. So, peace. I got the wrong mouse, fuck. Peace.